everybody, it's Evan Vanderbilt with another episode of Once Around the Block. I'm here with the one, the only.
Kevin Chambers, aka Flash Frequency.
Hello, Kevin Chambers.
Yeah, and my son here too as well.
Can I put him on camera?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, little guy, thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an amazing thing. Is that your first child?
Yes, my first son.
Okay.
First Genesis. Something about the Bible, first chapter. So, family's kind of like somewhat religious and all the other stuff. So I thought it was right.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
How's it been treating you? This new life?
Been treating me well.
Yeah?
Just now getting my sleep back.
Okay.
He's doing a good 8 to 10 hours sometimes during the night.
Oh, all right.
Wake up once, feed him.
Some parents will hate you that are watching this. Others will be jealous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Mr. Chambers? Okay, so Mr. Chambers, I've been thinking about it on the drive over here. What a great name. It's a solid
Chambers?
name. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have? You feel the same way?
Yeah, I definitely feel good. Good family name.
Yeah, strong.
Original name, where everybody derived from is from the Sanders family in Ohio.
Okay.
And I'm originally from Ohio, Akron born, and basically raised in Texas.
Okay, so yeah, you wanna? How did you? What was the path there? Just following work, or?
Moving from here to coming up.
You started in Akron. You went to high school in San Antonio. I saw.
Yeah. Actually, my family is military. I'm the only one who haven't went to the military. I thought about it multiple times. I had good scores to get in, but just as far as what was going on with the presidency and just politics and everything.
Sure.
My life was changing with the multimedia and stuff.
Okay. Was that a big issue in your family, or is it cool?
Nah, they was actually cool with it. They actually backed me up 100%. Now
nice.
I just work from home.
Yeah.
Doing my multimedia stuff and taking care of my son, me and my girlfriend as well.
Yeah.
And it's been lovely still.
Sweet.
Can't complain.
Yeah. You were like a really early messenger for me on Once Around the Block.
Right.
Should we hold on a second and let her walk back?
Mm-hmm.
You wrote me a message pretty early on that you thought that this was a pretty cool series.
Yeah, because it definitely, what I liked about the Once Around the Block is that, you're grabbing a lot of people who are known in the city or just have history with the city that knows a lot about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And as far as how I was raised, as far as just lower poverty and getting into the little middle class and stuff like that, you always have people who are supposed to be OGs or just the people who've been on the corner for a long time and always give a good word and trying to give guidance.
Right.
At the same time, to just be very knowledgeable, and that's what I really liked about Once Around the Block. It was that, I'm getting to know a lot of people who's on their street.
Yeah.
And I love it.
That's awesome. I really appreciate that. I think that's the kind of point is to bring people together a little bit and show our human side.
Right.
Speaking of blocks, where are we right now?
We're currently on 16th and Euclid.
Okay.
Not too far away from the Line Hotel, which is soon to be open, and Adams Morgan and Meridian Hill Park is right behind us.
Okay. Meridian Hill Park's pretty famous in D.C. Do you hang out there sometimes?
Yeah, I go to the drum circle as much as I can. Sometimes I give him a walk.
Yeah.
Around the corner, around the block.
Yeah.
Down there. But I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everybody set up and got do their picnics and play games out there and stuff. So it's good to see that a lot of people in the city still come there, have fun.
Yeah. So you're comfortable in this neighborhood. Did you kind of end up here, or did you choose this neighborhood, or?
Kind of ended up a choice as far as coming from. Oh, he's about to cry. No need to cry, little man. It was more of I was coming from Texas or whatnot. I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
As far as what was going on down there, as far as with policing and racial profiling and stuff where I was at.
Okay.
Never been a trouble person, but I always got pulled over because of the type of the car, and I kind of got tired of it and decided to move up here. And plus, a lot of my music and business was going on in New York, so I was always crossing Washington D.C. It was just that. It was just time for me to make that move because how it was going on in Texas, and I was doing what I love in DC and New York, so ended up here.
Cool. That sounds pretty intense, your experience in San Antonio. It's obviously not the same here? I don't know, is it?
Nah, not at all. Down there, there's a lot of, I grew up around a lot of Hispanics down there, Latino and Spanish speaking folks.
Yeah.
And it's more of a like a logistical type state. They more care about like Tejano music and rock music and country music. Hip hop scene wasn't really living up down there, except for like in Austin and Dallas, of course. But in San Antonio was different.
Okay.
But I eventually moved to Dallas my last like 2 or 3 years, and started to get things going down there. And then after that, I just moved up here. But it's definitely slower down there. Everything is just now starting to come up where it's supposed to be, as far as, you know, just by the community and different types of people.
Okay.
Gentrification is happening down there in a different form, you know, from what it looks like here in the city.
Yeah.
But, you know, people down there, they buy big land and basically start pushing people out the same way how it is here in DC.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. But do you feel more comfortable here than in Texas?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay.
I feel a lot more comfortable. A lot of the stuff.
Because you were talking about like the profiling. I guess you were saying you're getting pulled over in the car and stuff. Do you feel that notably less here?
I never got pulled over. I never got a ticket. I never got messed with by any cops. It's pretty fair out here.
Okay.
You know, but I believe that's because, you know, like the ethnicities that's here in the city.
Right.
You know, it's very diverse.
Right.
You know, so you're dealing with different types of personalities and different types of people.
Yeah.
You know, they're on and they're on. So, you know, it's a different mind state as far as, you know, with the police state.
Yeah,
You know, that's on here. But I love it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
What about, so you're a musician, you're a
Yes.
multimedia professional.
Right.
Do you know Gary Vaynerchuk?
Gary Vaynerchuk.
Anyway,
no.
he's just like this guy I listen to all the time. And yesterday he was talking about, he's a media outputter. And I thought that's kind of a good one for me too. Are we kind of creatives today that do everything? Or do you consider yourself more like a musician?
I'm a person that
foremost?
actually does everything.
Yeah.
I'm more of like, I guess I can say I'm the hitman for getting a job done when it comes to multimedia. So it ranges from me doing graphic design in the home, then bringing that graphic design out of the house, you know, to like doing projection mapping. Projection mapping comes with creative coding, then taking creative coding to like doing that live.
Yeah.
Then bringing that into a system where you have to control the lights at the same time.
Right.
Synced up with the artists and everything.
So are you talking about when you're producing shows for somebody else? Or
Yeah, producing shows and just music as well. You know, I do that all the time. You know,
Okay.
it's more of like electronic jazz.
Yeah, I was like checking some out of, it's down tempo, it's kind of ambient, it's loungy, it's pretty chill. And then I noticed that you had, such a strong artwork to go with each track. So it's like you're saying, I just noticed that was kind of a full package deal.
Yeah. And that's you know, that just comes from the background of just like me dealing with a lot of people in my time when it comes to branding. Is that, you know, anything that meets the eye, you know, you have to hear it out with your ears as well. So everything has to be 50-50
Right.
balance, you know. So, you know, communicational arts, you know, that has to speak very well.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to come out and have people confused about what's going on.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how I like to deliver. It's a good, fine job for everybody to see and hear.
Sounds good, yeah. Communication through the arts, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of an important thing in this day and age, I think. So what's next for you, man? You got the newborn, like you're starting to get back on track, you were saying.
Yeah. I mean, right now, you know, I'm still working with Will Eastman. I'm quite sure a lot of y'all know that I did his HILO album. Branding, so I did the website, graphics, the whole nine. Still working with him with some new music and art. They're doing a lot of stuff with Paperhaus. Paperhaus is another good band. Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you too. And
Are they DC based? Or
Paperhaus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They're on tour. They're actually about to have a show here soon, this coming Friday. So I'll be doing the lights and also right now I'm actually in the house doing a lot of motion graphics and stuff for the night.
So for like projections on
Yes.
the, yeah, cool.
Yep.
What kind of music is Paperhaus?
More alternative. I mean, it's rock music.
Yeah.
In a sense. The album that they had Told You What to Say that I'm happy to be a part of that I did the video for is more political based.
Okay. You said you did the video for him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I Told You What to Say. So did the visual effects, directed it with some friends, Corianne, and had some second assistant cameras. Other additional footage captured by Chris Prosser and my friend Malik.
All DC based.
Baltimore and
Okay,
DC,
cool.
yes.
So what
Yeah.
is there? Do you work a lot with cats in Baltimore, New York? Like you mix it up a lot, or?
It's been more DC
Yeah.
than anything now. DC and Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, but
So Baltimore, there's a link. There's something connecting DC and Baltimore.
right.
Yeah.
Off top by it being, well, I can't say that DMV because it stretches way outside of the,
Right.
what do you call that? The
Beltway or what?
Yeah, the Beltway, the Metro, or something like that.
Right.
But no, it's all love. I mean, yeah, definitely
Cool.
with DC and Baltimore. That's how I've really been staying as of right now.
Nice.
Just been at the house more, doing a lot of stuff with like corporate brands and stuff that I can't name, or
Right.
a whole bunch of stuff I can't really put out.
Fair enough.
But it's been DC. Yeah,
That's
enjoy.
good. Listen,
Yeah.
we're just about done the block. There's the words of wisdom, the wow moment at the end.
Mhm.
If there's a shout out or anything you'd like to say.
Shout out to Texas, where I'm from. Shout out to Akron, Ohio, Buckeyes. Shout out to LeBron. Well, other than that, shout out to everybody in the city who ever done music with me, that done art with me. I really thank you. I'd love to continue, and much respect to everybody in the world.
Say bye to the folks at home.
All right, see y'all. Have a nice day.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.